Hello, it's your favorite sports Unc here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Ocho cry. The Browns stunned the Bills in the snow, 24-19. They gave up a 19-point lead in the fourth quarter.
You said the Bills.
Excuse me. It was the Steelers. The Browns take down the Steelers 24-19. Jameis Winston, they gave up a 12-point lead, but Jameis Winston led off a game-winning drive, capped off by a 2-yard touchdown by Nick Chubb as the Browns win their first game since Week 8. Nick Chubb rushed for 59 yards and 2 touchdowns. Jerry Jeudy had an outstanding game in the snow, 6 catches on 6 targets, 85 yards, as Cleveland improves to 3-8, and the Steelers fall to 8-3. The Ravens, y'all better send the Browns, even though they beat y'all, they kept y'all attached to the Steelers because now maybe that game when you guys play in a couple of weeks will actually mean something for the division. But Ocho, the Browns really not having a whole lot to play for, but they played their tails off and they take down the Steelers, who had an outstanding game last week as they took down the Ravens. On field, 18-16, I think was the final score. And now they give up 24 points to the Browns on the road at home. Steelers are on the road, Browns are at home, and they lose 24-19. Ocho, what did you like about what you saw of this game from the Browns?
I mean, listen, from the Browns, I like that I saw Jameis Winston be able to play with some consistency. For one, I want to shout out to my dog, Jerry Jeudy, but I appreciate you. But you look good tonight. You look very, very, very good tonight. To be honest with you, the first 3 quarters of this game, it was a snooze fest. It was a snooze fest. The goddamn Browns were 0 for 6 going into the goddamn fourth quarter on third down. It was boring. I think if it wasn't for the weather conditions, I think the Steelers would have won the game. But I'm not taking anything away from the Browns. But for some reason, there have been multiple games this year. There have been multiple games this year where the first 3 quarters of the game is extremely boring and it's not watchable. It's almost a snooze fest. And to be honest with you, there was a point in the game tonight where I even fell asleep. My eyes closed for a little bit. That's how boring the game was. For some reason, and I know the exact time, when it got to the fourth quarter and about 7 minutes and 35 seconds on the clock, all of a sudden the goddamn game is like the shootout scene from the movie Heat. It was like the shootout scene from the movie Heat. I'm like, what the hell is going on? The game got very exciting. Boom. The Browns are winning. All of a sudden, Russell Wilson, Pickens has a big catch. They go down there and score. And then the goddamn Browns turn around, go down and do the exact same thing. And it comes down to the wire. And obviously Russ on the Hail Mary pass, they couldn't complete it.
He took a shot too.
And I mean, it was
with that Hicks, I think that was Hicks that hit him. Boy, he got that delayed blitz that came.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Listen, the funny thing about it is despite whatever the team's records are in the AFC North, anytime they play a division game, for some reason, it always goes like this. It's always close. It always comes down to the last minute. It's very rarely is it ever a blowout, regardless of how bad the teams are playing or how good the opposing team is playing.
I think the thing is, Ocho, you talk about the games were snooze fest, but you got to realize both of these teams just played Sunday, and you're turning around again and you're playing Thursday. So now you taking basically 2.5 days of rest from them. Hey. Unless you a rookie or a second-year player, man, your body aching. Hell, you don't feel good until Wednesday, Thursday. And you got to go play a game, not practice, as Allen Iverson, not practice, a game. And so, look, Myles Garrett took that personal, what TJ Watt said about he didn't think he deserved. He had 3 first-half sacks. But I thought they did a great job of getting after Russ. They did a great job of pressuring Russ. They sacked him 4 times, 3 of those by Myles Garrett. Did a great job jumping off the rock. Even a couple of times they tried to chip him. And that wasn't enough because a guy that size that can bend the edge is unbelievable. He's unbelievable quick. He's powerful. He can bend. He can bull rush you. He can swim you. He can rip you, wax on, wax off. I mean, he's the prototype. If you say, man, I want a defensive end, you want him to look like Myles Garrett. Because not only does he look like Tarzan, he plays like Tarzan. Because we've seen a lot of guys, they be built.
Hey, they look the part, but they don't play
like James. So he looks the part. He's every bit what they thought when they took him number 1 overall. He's been defensive player of the year. Obviously, TJ Watt was also in that draft, that 2017 draft, in which he went 30th overall, and he has a few more sacks. But Both guys have been Defensive Player of the Year. Both guys have lived up to what everybody thought they would be. I don't think people thought TJ would be that good because they did. They took him at 30th. They took his ass a lot sooner. Right. But he's been unbelievable in what he's been able to do. The only guy in NFL history to lead the league in sacks in 3 different years. Mm-hmm. There's an outside chance he can do it again because he could go on a stretch where he get 2 or 3 sacks, and he could do that for like 3 or 4 games. And the next thing you know, he's go from like 5th or 6th in sacks all the way to the lead. So he's that good. You know, when I watch the Steelers, I think sometimes, Ocho, they play down to their competition. You watch them when they play against the Ravens, or you watch them they play a team that they think can kick their ass, they come ready to play.
You know what I think? I think Arthur Smith. I think Arthur Smith is playing a safe game. He's playing a safe game and not putting Russell Wilson in harm's way, allowing Najee Harris
and Jaylen Warren
to facilitate the way the offense goes. And then Arthur Smith is choosing when to use Russell Wilson to his strengths, taking the ball out of his hands, not really allowing him to put the ball in harm's way. And I think that's one of the reasons for their success this year, with this only being their 3rd loss. It's only being their 3rd loss with the gamble that Mike Tomlin took and replacing Russell Wilson with goddamn Justin Fields. Everything is paid off, is paid dividends up until tonight's game.
You mean placing Justin Fields with Russell Wilson?
I'm sorry, what did I say?
You said it backwards. You say Wilson with Fields. Oh, my bad. I know, but look, I know what you meant. You meant to say he was Russell Wilson came in place of Justin Fields. Oh boy. Yeah. As a former NFL player, I know a thing or two about high performance, and that's why I drive the BMW 7 Series. This car has everything I need. It's big enough, comfortable enough, and luxurious enough to meet even my high expectations. When I'm behind the wheel of the BMW, I'm not just driving a car, I'm driving legacy. What I love most is the precision engineering, cutting-edge technology, and unmatched style. Whether it's spacious interior, the powerful engine, or the smooth ride, BMW makes sure every detail is on point. I trust BMW to deliver the ultimate driving experience, and I know you will too. So why wait? Head over to BMWUSA.com. Check out models like the sporty X3, the all-electric i4. Build your dream car today and join me in experiencing luxury and performance that only the ultimate driving machine can offer. But look, it's what you think. It's an AFC North game. Like you said, these teams have gone at it for a long time. The new Browns, the old Browns are in Baltimore right now, and they happen to be known the Ravens. But there's really no love lost between these teams. If you go back and look at in the 80s with the Cardiac Kids with Brian Sight and Ozzie Newsome, who's that? Dave Logan, and then you had Kevin Mack and Ernest Biner. You had some matchups. You had some really great matchups. You had Hanford Dixon and Frank Minifield. You had Al. Look, I remember the rivalry, and it was heated. You would think kind of started when Turkey Jones slammed Terry Bradshaw on his neck and almost broke his neck.
Wait,
Turkey Jones. Go back and look it up. Back then, you could suplex a player. I mean, you could literally pick him up they do in WWE or Worldwide Wrestling Federation. But Turkey Jones almost broke Terry Bradshaw's neck. And it kind of started from that moment on. It became a very intense rivalry. But the Steelers, obviously the Steelers been the king of that division for a long time. It used to be the AFC Central back then. It wasn't the North. And then the Ravens come in. And for the Steelers have gone to Super Bowls, even though they've lost. The Ravens have gone to 2 Super Bowls. They won both of those. The Browns are the Browns. They were one of the only teams that haven't been. I think the Browns, the Jags, who else? That haven't been to a Super Bowl. The Lions, the Texans.
Oh, hey, listen, there's a good chance the Lions.
Oh, yeah. But look, look. I don't want to take anything away from the Browns because I thought they played really well tonight. They did a great job of getting after Russell Wilson. For the most part, they didn't give up a whole lot of yards running the football. And look, I can live with 11 carries for 45 yards, 16 carries for 41 yards. Now, Justin Fields had a longer 30 where he came in and kind of caught him off guard. But for the most part, Ocho, they did a great job of bottling the Steelers offense up. And Jameis was very good with the ball. He had one that got away, one throw that got away from him. But other than that, I thought he did a really good job of orchestrating this offense and moving them up and down the field. They got to Tillman. Tillman, come on, bro. go down. Don't try to be no hero. Try to split 2 defenders.
Right.
Ball, boom.
Right.
Helmet right on the ball, popped out. Who knows? That might have, because they had gotten the rhythm at that point in time, Ocho. Cleveland had a rhythm. And I think they fumbled the ball on like the 20-yard line. So you might have gotten points out of that. You just got to be smart in situations like that, Ocho. Hicks, power slams, bro. Now you know you can't do that. You know you can't drive the quarterback in the ground, Ocho. Everybody knows that. You can barely. You better put your arms out like this. I ain't got my body weight on him. But if you pick him up, you get the flag.
Flag coming out right away. You got to know that though. You got to know that, especially with this time and era in the NFL and the league policy wanting to protect the quarterback as much. I mean, you know you can, but it also makes it difficult for defenders of that size as well.
Yeah.
It also makes it difficult for big guys to be able to control their momentum, especially when it comes to sacking the quarterback when you're trying to get there as fast as possible.
But you see what he did on the last play of the game? He just hit him. He didn't wrap him up. He didn't. Delp it.
Hey, just stud him up. Just stud him up.
Why you snatched the man mouthpiece? So what you think they was gonna call? You right there, the back judge sitting right there. Ocho, you know you can't do that. There's a back judge and a side judge looking right at you because you're the only 2 guys out there. So the back judge is standing right there. He's looking at you just like this here. And watch you snatch the man mouthpiece and throw it on the ground.
Right.
I mean, come on, bro. And sometimes people wonder why teams lose. Sometimes it's not talent. Sometimes players do dumb things that put them in harm's way.
And at the wrong time, too. The wrong time.
But kudos to the Browns. They win the ball game. They moved to 3-8, 24-19 win over the Steelers, who fall to 8-3. Myles Garrett and TJ Watt did a little talking this week. In February, Garrett took home his first Defensive Player of the Year award, posted nothing I'm used to on social media. Watt posted nothing I'm not used to on social media. Garrett told reporters this week, no, he didn't say nothing to me. He got to apologize to me when I see him. I've never complained about the trophy not being at my house and vice versa. He shouldn't be feeling 2 ways about it going to me. So I'm just going to go play the game. I don't play against TJ. He doesn't play against me.
I like that. A nice healthy verbal quarrel between 2 elite players at their position. I mean, he's probably not going to apologize. I mean, that's not going to happen.
I believe I should have won the award. I ain't apologizing for feeling I should have won the award. Hell no.
Yeah, I think probably some words might have been exchanged after the game. But the one thing I know we're talking about Myles Garrett and goddamn TJ Watt, but I'm curious. I want to hear the quotes after this win in the comments from Jameis Winston. That's what I want to hear.
You want to hear what he said?
Oh, listen, ain't no telling what he said. Especially after a win like this. In those conditions, listen, it's gonna be so many quotables. Probably gonna be rap lyrics, some shit from Shakespeare. It's gonna be something good. I can't wait to hear it.
I think the thing is that look, if you play this game long enough, TJ, you're gonna get robbed. Everybody has been robbed. Somebody didn't get an opportunity to go to the Pro Bowl that felt that they should have gone to the Pro Bowl. Somebody felt they should have been an All-Pro. They didn't get to go. Somebody feels they should have won an MVP, an Offensive Player of the Year, or a Defensive Player of the Year, or Rookie of the Year, or something. If you play this game long enough and you're a good player, and I know TJ was thinking like, bro, I led the league in sacks by ways. Look at our defense. We were good. It wasn't like, I understand. I think Cleveland was number 1 in pass defense. They had a very top defense also. But TJ was like, bro, I led the league in sacks. It wasn't like we were a bottom feeder defense, like team was just going up and down the field on us. So hold on, what's that? He felt a couple of years ago when Aaron Donald won his 3rd. He and his brother had something to say. Think that's the Defensive Player of the Year should have gone to TJ. And I get it. Hey, TJ. I'm a ride. If I'm JJ, I'm a ride with my brother too. JJ has 3 awards. TJ has 1. TJ feels that he should have more of those awards. But unfortunately, bro, you don't get to vote for yourself. But if you play long enough, because there are times that I know I should have been to the Pro Bowl. There ain't no question in my damn mind. My team won more games. I had more catches, more yards, more touchdowns, and they put somebody else in there. It happens. After the game, Myles Garrett had a message to TJ Watt. I'm number 1. I'm home. I'm the Defensive Player of the Year.
Wait, for real?
I'm number one. I'm one. I'm home. I'm the defensive player of the year. Run tell that.
I like that. I like that. There's nothing. Hey, listen. There's nothing wrong with a little healthy. What's the word I'm looking for?
Rivalry competition.
A little healthy. Nothing wrong with a little healthy competition.
It's hard, Ocho, because they don't play against each other.
We haven't seen that like this in a long time.
It's kind of like you. I mean, you not playing against me. I need you to talk that. I need you to talk that like against Trent or like you going against the DBs.
Right. But we haven't seen nothing like this though.
No.
Two players that don't really see eye to eye on who the better player is based on rewards that are given for the best. I like it. It's different because when I played, I haven't seen anything like it. Me, this is healthy. I want to see how they finish the season off.
Hey,
this is great. This is great.
I just had a simple rule for our guys. Don't y'all let no tight end come in here and show me up. Atwater, Romo, Mo, John Mobley. Don't y'all let no tight end come here and show me up. Gonzo, because Gates was, I think he was on the practice squad my first year, so I didn't get a chance to play with Gates my last year. He was on the roster, but I don't think he played much. But, we played all these other tight ends. We played, who we played? Jay Novacek. We played Brent Jones, and we played Ben Colson. We played all Gates. Don't y'all, Gonzo, don't y'all let them guys show me up. That's on you. Y'all practice against me all the time. If y'all, y'all be doing all that, holding all that stuff against me, not passing down against him too. I done gave y'all that great work now. I done gave y'all that great work during the week. Don't come up here now that man go for 10 for a buck, 22 touchdowns and lose the game. And here I am on the field looking crazy. Because I remember that when I hit them boys up for 214, Gonzo was on the other sideline, Ocho.
214?
Get Kansas City. In his house.
Y'all was home
in his house.
Okay.
In his house. Had my feet up on his couch. Shoes muddy too. That's what I do. I have my shoes muddy. I ain't no clean gas. Cause I won't after a couple of days. I'm like fish. I start to smell. You got to throw my ass up out of there. Yeah. I want you to know I've been there. Yeah, for sure.
Oh man.
Because even though we don't say it, it's kind of like Ocho, like you on the treadmill. Oh, we compete.
Yeah.
Oh, what you at?
Oh, yeah.
You at 4.5? Damn it, I'm going to 5. Oh, you at 5.5? I'm going to 6. Oh, we competing? 6. You ain't got to say nothing. Because why you bring your ass right next to me? That treadmill over there was open. So you brought your ass to me, we competing. Before you know it, we both at a full sprint.
Mm-hmm. Whoever give out first. I really enjoy the back and forth between the two.
Yeah.
Two of the best players in the league that feel they're worthy of being the MVP.
For sure. Yeah.
Defense MVP. I like it. I think it's healthy. It creates a debate. It gets, for those of us that are on the other side of the media, it gives us something to talk about. Because the numbers, I'm not going to say they're identical, but these two players are so good at their respective craft. It means so much to their defenses that it's worthy of having a talk and debate about.
You know why, Ocho? They're in the same draft class. Anytime two players, even though one's a defensive end, the other is an edge, is an outside linebacker, they do the same thing. So there's always going to be competition. When two quarterbacks come out in the same draft class, Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels, they're linked forever.
Right.
Duh.
Always.
Everybody that came out in the 83 draft class, Elway, Marino, Kelly, all those, Eason, who else was in that draft class? Danielson. They linked. It is what it is, Ocho. I don't make the rules.
Yeah, and they're always going to be compared to each other. Always.
So it is what it is.